there's really 3 different intensities that you can get with garlic, and it all comes down to the technique you use and how it's applied in your cooking. So first, smashing it and just taking it like this, putting it in your saute pan with beef, maybe with a tomato sauce, cooking it, and then taking it out before you eat it. And really all that does is it just adds a nice perfume to the flavor of the food that you're using, and then this would come out. So that would be for somebody that maybe doesn't like too strong of a flavor of garlic.
Okay, now you would put that in, you said tomato sauce and...
Or you could put it in a saute pan, like let's say you're searing a steak or a veal chop.
Okay.
So you'd sear it in a pan and then throw it in the oven. Before throwing it in the oven, maybe a little piece of garlic like this, maybe some thyme, maybe half a tablespoon of butter, and let it sit in there. And all those flavors will perfume and scent the meat, but very, very, very limited way. So
Okay.
it's just a nice way to impart that flavor.
All right.
The second is smashing it again. Okay?
And this time you take off the
Take
peel.
off the peel, and then you would just mince it up like that. And this is what most people are accustomed to seeing and using. And you put that in your tomato sauce, you put that in maybe with some broccoli, whatever it is. Maybe you put it in with some spinach, and that's it. That's kind of a middle of the road, medium flavor tasting.
Okay, I've done that before.
Yeah,
So that one I can do.
Yeah, most people see that. And then the third, be again, smashing it. It's just a nice way to get your aggression out, right? Doing the same thing, okay? So mincing it up at first, but then you want to turn this into a paste. And the only way you can do that is by having an abrasive that acts between the blade and the board. So that's where the salt, all that salt, but that's where the salt would come in, okay? So now we take the bottom part of the blade and we just start grinding it, right?
So now you're using the flat end of that blade.
Exactly.
Now is there a certain kind of salt you should use with the garlic?
That's a great question. Kosher salt, any kind of really thick, coarse grain kind of salt is always going to be better for you.
Awesome. I can already smell that.
Yeah, exactly. So,
And so it just makes a paste, so it's like a garlic paste.
exactly.
So that's what's so great about using garlic and using other spices and herbs is that you really do get amazing flavor
Exactly.
without adding all of those fat and calories.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming. This
Thank
is
you
really
very
great.
much. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you guys too, and welcome. And thanks for joining us here on Beef Loving Texans.